Hello everyone, welcome back to our farm on Farming Simulator 25. We're on the Frankenmuth Farming Map. So today is going to be an interesting episode. I'm going to make some decisions that might ruin us, make life a bit difficult for us, or it can turn out for the best. So basically I've been thinking about this for quite a bit, and we're gonna get all these nice rice yields from the two fields, but we're not really gonna have anything to do, or we're not going to be able to do anything with the rice because currently we're sitting with a small production grain mill and a small production preserved foods. So, and these productions are really slow, and well, for now when we're smaller it was fine, but I'm thinking I want to go a bit bigger, and if we get all the yields of these fields, I doubt that we'll be able to process all the yields in time to before our next harvest next year. So I've been playing with the idea of getting or buying the big grain mill. So if we go, there is one on the map. So if we just visit it, so it's over here, it's right across from our farmers market. Well, right across, you know what I mean. Anyway, so to buy this, it's the same as building one, so it's going to cost us 288,000. Now if we buy this, we'll be able to process wheat into flour and rice into rice flour. So we'll be able to process the grains quite a bit faster than our small production does. And then I've been playing with the next idea of buying a big production preserve for preserved foods. Now there isn't one on the map, but we can basically place one. And I was thinking of buying this field 64 to place it on. So it's really cheap. It's 12,000, and then the preserved food production, if I remember correctly, is a bit more expensive. It's going to cost us about 330,000. So obviously we won't do that now, but we will do that a bit later when we have the cash flow for it. And we still have to process all the products that we take off the fields. So all the rice has to be processed as well as our wheat. Now that brings us to the next part of my story. So currently, we don't have a lot of wheat planted. We have 2 canola fields, which I want to use to make canola oil. We don't have that production either, so that might be in our silos for a bit until we can afford the oil mill. But the only wheat field that we currently own is number 23 that we planted. And then 17 is our barley for our chickens. Now in my mind, I want to use as much of the productions as we can. So I'm thinking I want to use the grain mill, process it into flour, and then use our production or preserved food production to create something else, because it might not always be this way. But if you process, or in my mind, the more you process or your yields or into products, it's supposed to get a little bit more profitable, if I can put it that way. So with having the chickens, once we have them one day, we'll be able to do a couple of things. We want to maybe start noodle soup, and we might even be able to start with rice noodle soup as well. Apologies. So I don't find that on here, so I don't know if it's kind of the same price as normal noodle soup. But anyway, So I'm thinking of maybe spicing things up a little bit. So even if we look at, say, if, for example, a rice bag, maybe we can do rice bags. We can't do rice boxes because we don't plant long grain rice. We only plant normal rice, but we can make rice flour, or we can even make rice rolls and things like that, and be able to process them a lot faster if we have the big preserved foods. So, and once we have eggs, we can add some stuff, and we can even start processing our kimchi at bigger scale, as well as any other products that we might harvest for our neighbors. We can even see if we can push any of that through our preserved food production, if we have the big one. So I'm thinking it's time. Now the trick is, with our one wheat field, that's not really going to do it for us. And I want to buy field number 42, because field number 42 currently has wheat on it. So this is expensive. I'm just saying it's 326,000. Okay, currently I did pay back a little bit of the loan. I haven't mentioned that yet. So we're down to 400,000. Now, looking at our current situation and what we need to harvest our yields in the next 2 months, we have to harvest barley in June and we're in April. We're going to need basically the balance that we can take on this loan in order to buy the equipment that we need. Now, this is where the trick comes in. So I have done this before. I'm a little bit scared to do it now, but I'm just gonna hold thumbs that this is gonna work out. So I want to buy field number 42, and hopefully it works as before, that the bank sees that asset that we bought and they increase our loan amount. So if I remember correctly, this takes 2 months. So they won't increase it. We're in April now, so they won't increase it in May, but they may increase it in June. So, and then that's in time for us to buy the equipment. So they should give us around about the same amount that we spent buying the field in loan back. So our loan will basically be increased, say, with 320,000, which we pay for the field that we want to buy. If that doesn't happen, we're in trouble. But if it does, then we're fine. So we're just going to take a little bit of a gamble on this. I call it like kind of like bank or loan rolling or something like that. Where I buy fields, increase the loan just to kind of keep things going, and we have that ability now that we have enough assets to cover the 1 million that we originally borrowed from the bank. So this is going to be interesting, but there's always ways to get around it should things go a little bit wrong. So I'm going to just go ahead and just borrow everything back that we gave to the bank. I need to do this before we go over to the next month. So I'm not going to take out too much. I'm just going to keep it there because I want to keep the interest as low as possible. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go in and we're going to go to farmland. We're going to have to check out this field and just see. Okay, let's just visit it quick. Okay, so the weeds are, yeah, and it's 100% fertilized, so the yield bonus is 77%. So I think with the equipment that we're going to buy, it's going to take us a minute, but we should be able to handle the harvest of this field easily. The only thing with smaller equipment maybe is it's going to take us a little bit longer, but to be honest, it really doesn't matter. I mean, we spend a little bit more time harvesting, having fun with the harvest and all of that. So in my mind, it's just going to work out perfectly as long as the bank plays along. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy this. This is going to be fun. Oh my word. Okay, so there goes our money. And this is now officially our wheat field. So yeah, welcome to our new wheat field. And with this wheat field, we'll be able to process a lot more flour, normal wheat flour, you know. So it's going to help us a lot to get some flour out and possibly use the flour for the noodle soup or whatever we can find that we can make from this. So we're going to play around with that a little bit, but the grain mill is going to, big grain mill is going to process those yields or crops faster for us. So that's done. We are probably going to go into the minus once we go over to the next month, but no need to worry about that. We can just borrow a little bit more. So we're going to visit. I don't want to click sell. That will be a little bit of a problem. Okay, so this is it then. That decision has been made, so hopefully everything works out good. So I've done all the contracts that we could do, apart from those that I don't do. As I mentioned in the previous episode, you know me by now. I don't do these ones, or I do spraying, but doing it for 2,500 bucks, and we have to spend 320 just to lease the equipment. Oh no, I'm lying. 640 to lease the equipment. We're not going to make that much of that one spraying contract. So if there were more with higher amounts, then I do all of them. But yeah, in this specific case, that won't work. So anyway, that is what I wanted to tell you. There's a couple of other things that I will mention as we go along in this episode. But for now, we are just going to hop over to, why did I leave my pruning scissors there? Interesting. Anyway, so we're going to sleep. And let's see where we end up on our money. Oh, wait a second. Before we do that, why did nobody remind me? Let's quickly have a look. That is just fine. Yeah, well, you see, we didn't have much wheat, but I mean, it's still processing on that little bit, and we have some flour. And water level is fine. Water level is fine. Oh boy. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. It's preserved food that we need to be careful with. So those levels are fine. Sawmill, small one is still good. That one is still good. Okay, so we can go over. That's fine. We got this. So let's go into, what is it? May. So I can check if, why is it rain? Is it raining? Okay, no, it rained a little bit. Anyway. Okay, so loan interest, not too bad, 3,000. So we are still in the green. Happy days. I can check, but I can almost promise you that the bank has not. Yes, I'm just gonna use my space bar. Just want to see up to where this goes. It's probably gonna stop at 1065. Look at that. Just look at that. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And that worked out perfectly. I thought we were going to have to wait a month. This is excellent. Okay, so no worries anymore. We bought a big field and we can just borrow that money again. So happy days. That's a little bit of a relief, I have to say. I just want to get this back down because otherwise I'm going to forget to repay the loan and then we pay unnecessary interest. Okay, so I'm just going to borrow like 18,000. That's fine. So that turned out good. So it still works the same. Actually surprised that we didn't have to wait for another month. So let's get started on our farm. First we're going to hop over to our beautiful rice fields. And just look at this. Just look at this. So nice. Okay, so we're going to get this going. Flood. And that's gonna get flooded. Sorry, but we're gonna have to travel a bit to the other one because I had to place the pump on that side. Just quickly gonna run over there so we flood this field. Kind of just want to get into the thing of flooding the fields, kind of get a system going here so that we don't forget these things. Okay, so or we flood that one, and let's see what else is going on. So doubt that we have to worry too much over here. Okay, our garlic and stuff is getting a little bit on the low side. So I'm just going to use the pallets that we have stacked here. I don't know, should I? Yes, it's fine. Once we have the big production, I'm going to sell off the small ones. But for now, we're just going to keep this going. Because I still have to do a little bit of work to make sure that we can actually keep everything going. I just quickly want to hop back here. Okay, so we... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's just be stuck. Oops. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit heavy-handed today. Anyway. So we got that. That Napa cabbage is probably just all gonna drop in there, so I'll take that pallet over just now. Just want to get the less needed stuff in there because I don't want us to run on empty. Just drop this off. Okay, just rocker stuff. Okay, that just means calm down. I know everybody is not Afrikaans, so we'll drop that there. And let's take this pallet because it's all on its lonesome self over here. We'll quickly run over with this. Get a little bit of our garlic in there. This is actually quite a nice produce of garlic, even just this one. I'm sure a lot of people are jealous of all this garlic. Okay, so be careful. There we go. So we got that, we got that, we got that. We're just gonna drop the Napa cabbage in there. Didn't even take all of it. That's a pity. I'm not gonna take this far because pretty soon it's gonna need that. So we should be quite full on this production. And I doubt that we'll fill this one up again. As soon as this runs on empty and we have the big one, I'm gonna let this one just go. We'll sell it and take that little bit of money that we get and we'll spend it on something else. So all the levels are good. Carrots are running well. I actually just want to check storage wise. Okay, so there's not much that it's keeping in storage, so it seems to still be spawning. What we can do is we can take this one out of the way. Just make sure that there's no issues, but there won't be. I mean, this thing is super slow. Okay, so then the flour, there's nothing really going on here anymore. To be honest, let's just see grain mill. So that can just keep storing. It has more than sufficient space. And then let's get our international and we can fill up our water levels in our greenhouses a bit. Oh, and there's something else that I want to... Oh, we have so much to do today. So much exciting stuff. Just spending money left, right and center. But it's fine. The next little bit of money that I want to spend is very, very little. So it won't matter at all. It's not like buying a $300,000... I'm going to change our currency to dollar field. And hoping for the best that the bank's going to loan us some more money. Now the bank rolling thing you can do, it's actually quite nice to help grow your farm quite quickly, but you just have to be careful of a limit. I have not yet reached a limit, because normally when you grow your farm, I kind of get to the point where I'm like, no, but I don't like having the bank loan anymore, so I just want to kind of pay it back. So you can roll, but just be careful of not. I'm wondering, this water, what do you call it? It's actually dry, but it seems like we will still be able to get water. Okay, so it still gives us water even though there's no water in there. Anyway, I was wondering if that was going to be a problem. Luckily not. For my maneuverability in my small spaces. We're just gonna... Is it still giving us the option of loading? Okay, yeah, it is. I was wondering for a minute there. Okay, so we're just gonna spend this little time to fill this up. The other story that I want to tell you is this sawmill thing has been bothering me for a while, as you know, from the previous episodes. So I went back into the DLCs or the mods, and I had a look at this specific sawmill that we have. This one, the Wood Mixer LT15. So I found the mod for this specific sawmill, and it appears that it's not supposed to make prefab walls. But there's another one that you can buy that does prefab walls, planks, long planks, and your wood beams. So I thought about, first of all, I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll sell off the one that we have now and just place the normal sawmill so that we can get all those other, or at least the prefab walls. But I clicked on sell on the previous one just to see kind of what we can get, and we can get like, I think, 72,000 bucks for it. And I mean, we paid 150,000 for that sawmill. I know we have made money off of it, so it's not like this International doesn't have fuel in it, just saying. I'm gonna have to fill it up, so we can actually sell it and not really lose money. But I was thinking, what if we keep it? So we keep that one, and then we buy the other one. So the other one, okay, the normal sawmill that you buy costs you about 300,000. So the one that's kind of modded, that goes with the one that we currently have on the map, costs 200,000. So, and just to show you, we currently have some wood products of about 120,000. So technically, if we save up a little bit more on planks, long planks, and wood beams, we can sell that off and basically have that grain mill or sawmill pay for itself. So, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, I think we're going to do it. But instead of placing it where we currently have the other sawmill, I want to place it where we have our small sawmill. Because we are sitting with this property over here that I bought in the first episode. And there's a lot of trees here, and that small production is going to take I think around about 63 years to work through all those trees. So we might as well place it on this side, so that production can run off these trees that are planted here, and then this production can run off these trees. And we'll have to buy a little bit more trees, because I doubt that we're gonna be able to plant fast enough and have trees grow before we run out of trees. Just saying. But anyway, that's a still problem for another day. So if we place that one here, we can use these trees and we can make some money off this. And I really kind of want to prepare us for building our own house. So, and we're going to need the prefab walls. Then the production that's going to have to be next is our cement production, because the small one, shame, that's not going to work. It is really slow. I just want to kind of find my bearings here because I can't remember what I wanted to do. I just want to see how our sawmill is doing. Okay, so it still has some pretty good liters of wood. Small one still going, it's fine. Of course we'll let the small one run empty and sell it off, and then just place the big one. I was also thinking of running this one empty if we had to replace it, but I think it will be best to keep it because we can still use all those products that it kind of makes and sell it off. And in my mind, this is like really honestly printing money, but anyway. So and then we'll get rid of the small one there, and we might get some more large dark greenhouses once we buy the big production. And then rice saplings. Once we get more rice fields, we're gonna have to buy another silo there, and we'll get rid of the small grain mill, and yeah, we'll get rid of that small cement factory once we have a big one. That's gonna be really expensive, so we're first gonna have to use this one for as long as we can. If we might even get to that 12,000 liters that we of roof plates that we need for the grain elevator mill. So anyway. But that's the plan for now. I know there's a lot of other stuff that we can get as well, and we will get there. So we just put a little bit of speed into our farm here. I'm quickly going to travel over to our shop on the map, and then I'll meet you there and I'll show you what I'm going to spend money on. Okay, so we're here at the shop. So I played around in the mods because I was in there for the sawmill. And we kind of need a little trailer to help us load all the stuff that we want to sell. And I kind of found a little one that I'm hoping will reach up to our international. So I'm going to have to focus for a second here because I can't remember where it is. So just give me 1 second. This shop still fascinates me. Okay, I know it's under some or other miscellaneous. But finding the right miscellaneous, that is the tricky part. So I know it's not under trailers because I looked for it there before. It might be under flatbeds. Oh, it's this little one. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so this is kind of what I want to buy. So it's really small, so it will be nice to have behind our international. And I'm thinking of going orange because the international is orange, and then I already chose the colors. I'm just saying. So we're gonna go with that's a bit too bright. Wait, I think I took the bit darker one. Yeah, that looks good. And then I also change the wheels. I think I go a bit lighter on the wheels. So I'm thinking of buying this. So it's really cheap. I mean, it's 2,700 bucks. Nobody can blame me for wanting to buy this. And honestly, if we can't reach this up to the international, I'll just sell it back. It's fine. So yeah, sorry for this, but we're gonna buy it because I really want it. And let's hope for the best that this actually reaches up. I'm hoping it has straps, but I'm pretty sure it will have straps. So we can tie everything down that we... Look at that. Look at that. This is gonna be so much easier now. At least we can get a little bit more pallets on when we drive around and go sell stuff and everything. I wanted to buy this, but I didn't want to buy it without you, so yeah. Oh boy, mailman, we just got this trailer, please. Okay, so I'm quite excited about this little trailer. It's gonna be a bouncy one, I think, but I mean, we can fit a couple of pallets on this. Come on, people, work with me. Yeah, don't tell me it's too small. I think it's perfect, and it kind of fits with the international. So I'm happy with our purchase. Okay, so there was something else that I wanted to tell you. Yes, so we are planning on getting chickens once we have our barley fields or barley harvested. Because as far as I know, the chickens take barley. Everybody else seems to be feeding them wheat, but I'm not gonna feed our chickens wheat because honestly, I can use that wheat for much better things than feeding it to the chickens. So I found a mod again. So the normal chicken pen takes 360 chickens if I have it right. So yeah, this trailer is so nice anyway. I'm just gonna hop in here, just gonna show you what I'm getting at. So can you just go to the correct place? Okay, so chickens, we have this one. So I thought about buying this one because I mean it has a little silo tank and everything, and I think you can feed or get a lot of feed into the silo tank so the chickens run for a bit. But I mean 360 chickens, I don't even know how many eggs we're gonna get off that. I doubt that it's gonna be a lot. And having a big production, we're gonna need a lot of eggs. So I found this one. Now I know it's cheaper, so it kind of feels like cheating almost, but I mean it's a nice one. I mean I can show you. It looks really good. And I'm actually only buying it because it can take more chickens. And so I mean we're saving 39,000. Am I right? Yeah, 39,000 in spending, but it's not that for me. It's the amount of chickens that we can have. So this goes up to 700 chickens. So honestly, we are getting that one. And of course, more eggs means more money that we can get back. And we're gonna spend a little bit of money just getting 700 chickens in there, just saying, but so that will kind of make up for the cost of it being less than the other one. Okay, so that is what's going on for my plans, and the barley will be soon. So all of this is looking good, and our rice saplings is looking good. We're almost spawning another pallet. So this is what is happening. I quickly wanna just for fun hop over to our train elevator now, because I think it has run through all the products that we could give it, but it's probably going to be almost there. So what we can do is, I see we need 1 liter of planks long and 100 liters. No, well, we're going to need 2 liters apparently of the wood beams. So we might as well bring one of each over, and then we just have to wait for the roof plates. We can stop by the cement factory. There might be 1 pallet of roof plates that we can bring over, you know, just for fun, just to show them that we care. So let's quickly, I'm just going to tab over to the international. So I'm going to run over to our sawmill quick, and I'm going to get us... Yeah, as soon as we're there, I'll bring you in so that you can see me load our new trailer, because I'm going to use the trailer, you know, we just bought it, we need to use it. Okay, so here we are at our sawmill. I mean, we have a lot of stuff in here. I actually want to use the trailer because I'm curious to see. Yeah, you see, it does have straps. Perfect. I know I was worried probably for nothing, but I also want to see if we can fit 2 pallets in there. Doesn't look like it, but it's not judged quickly. I hope I'm choosing the correct stuff here. because I'm pretty sure it's planks long and wood beams. I know the wood beams, but the planks long I'm a bit worried about. Okay, so just look at that. It fits two pallets next to each other. Oh, just look how nice. Let's strap it down. Perfect. You see, and then we can put little stuff at the back, like we're gonna get the roof plates now and everything. So I know it was kind of useless bringing it over when we have the international itself, but I had to test this and just see how this works. At least with the weight on it, the trailer is a bit more stable and not so bouncy. I'm just gonna keep you guys in here while we take our little road trip down to the cement factory. I'm sure there will be a pallet by now. I mean, it's been on 900 and something for a couple of months now, so I can't see why there won't be at least one pallet. Yeah, I don't know. Don't think the idea of investing in that small cement production was the best that I ever had. But, you know, I made up for it with the field that we bought, okay? So bear with me. We're learning as we go. That small production will just sell that off. I don't even really care if there is any products, stones and stuff in there, but we'll see. It might not be worth selling it off. We might as well keep it and just have it produce at its own speed. Please tell me there's a pallet. Yay! Okay, good. And we have some of the other stuff. It's extremely loud over here. I doubt that you guys will hear this as much as I do. Look at that, roof plates. Nice. Okay, strap that down. The thing, don't need that now, so we're gonna leave that where it is. And let's just turn this guy around, just drive over our underbrush. Okay, then I don't know if you guys, either you know because I told you, or you've kind of figured it out as the episodes went along, but I'm playing on PC. So I have a steering wheel that I can kind of connect and play with the steering wheel, but I'm kind of still deciding on whether I want to do it, because I think it will be quite nice to work our own fields with a steering wheel. But yeah, I'll still decide whether I want to do it, but I think it would be nice. I've never played Farming Simulator with the steering wheel. I always prefer to use the keyboard and mouse, but somehow I think it might be a good idea to do it that way. So I want to see. Okay, I am on the trailer. Okay, so at least we got 7,000 bucks for that. Feels little, but okay, we only brought over 3 things, so can't really judge. Just see that they have enough now. Yeah, more than enough, except for the roof plates. But anyway, I mean, I just want to see how long this is gonna take, you know. Roof plates. 70 liters. Oh, so close. Almost at our next pallet there. Only but 930 liters to go. But yeah, once we have a little bit of cash flow, we'll do the cement factory. Not going to be that for making us a lot of money, but we're going to need it because I really want to build our own house. So for now, we'll just stick with it. I was thinking if we should buy the cement factory, we're gonna put it over here, like on this little small field next to the end of the map, and then it's close to our wood productions and stuff, and the more food kind of things we'll put closer to the town. So in my mind that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, so I am going to, what are we going to do next? We need to check out some contracts and get that started. So at least farmhouse is close by. I just want to take our little trailer back. This trailer might start looking, why are you stopped there? Oh, I kind of figured out that those post boxes, I think they're too close to the road, and the traffic doesn't always know what to do at that corner because of those post boxes, because I find them time and again driven over. And then it wasn't me. I mean, I drive over a lot of things, but when I find them there, I kind of know it wasn't me. So I suspect the traffic gets a little bit confused over there. Anyway, so our little trailer, where are we going to park our trailer? I think we're going to put it in here. Kind of somewhere in a corner. I like these barns or sheds. We're calling it barns. I think a barn is, the English people out there can assist me with this, but I'm pretty sure a barn is something you put animals in, and a shed is something that you put equipment in. Would have been nice if that had a little bit of a stand, kind of one of those rolling stands that keeps it upright, the trailer now, but still love it. Love it. Okay, so we're gonna pop this here. We're not gonna need you now, international. You can just relax here in front of our garage. Okay, so we'll shut you off. Okay, so let's quickly have a look and see what we have on the contracts. We have a sowing one. That's nice. Green beans. We can do that. Why can't we do that? Wait. How do we plant green beans? Okay, so I have never done this before, believe it or not. It's not the grains that I normally work with. I just quickly want to hop over here. That be a specialized crop? Vegetable. I don't know if it's a vegetable. No, it's not a vegetable. Root crops. It's not a root crop. Will it be the normal stuff we buy? Like normal seeding? This is not going to turn out well. Okay, give me a minute here. I'm gonna figure this out. You guys probably thinking like, honestly, how do you not know this? I'll be right back. Okay, believe it or not, this didn't take long. I kind of figured out that, I hope I'm right, but it's supposed to use the normal seeds, because I can quickly tell you why I say so. In case there's someone else that didn't know this. Okay, so if you go on the planters, the normal planters, it shows you green beans. So I'm thinking it's kind of going to use the same stuff. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go accept that contract. Of course, we're going to do it anyway. We're going to have to borrow the items, but I don't want to use my own equipment in any way. So we're just going to go ahead and borrow. Hop over to our borrowed items, and I'm just going to load those pallets and see, but it should work for a bit. Now, I don't know if I want to be nice and fill it with solid fertilizer, because they didn't specifically say that I have to, and with the wheat field I didn't do it either, and it's still 100% fertilized, so we might just get a little bit of more contracts. So just gonna hit refill on this. Honestly, are you gonna take that little? Not being such a big planter, it would take a lot more. Okay, so then we're gonna go do green beans. Think easy. Don't know why you guys were worried. I wasn't worried at all. Red card. So, horses. Now that I see the horses, I wonder if we'll get horses on the farm. If there is someone out there that would like us seeing getting horses, I have to be honest, I have never worked with horses because it always seemed like it was going to be a little bit of a job doing it. And yeah, I just want to try more things. So if you guys think we should get horses, you're welcome to let me know. Let's quickly hop over to field 19 and get this guy started. I'll keep you in here because I mean it's right behind that house. Oh, some other stuff that I can tell you. I've been looking around. Whenever I hire workers, I kind of walk around the houses and see if there is any of those other collectibles that we still need. Ooh. And I found one of the actual collectibles that we haven't found yet. I didn't collect it because I didn't want to do it without you all. So this is field 19, right? Yeah. So is this the one that doesn't work? Why? Why are you telling me that? X. X? Is it unfolded? Higher? Are you kidding me? No field detected in preview. This has been happening too often. Is this can't be it, right? This can't be. It has to unfold. I'm just figuring this out for a second. How do you even get this thing to work? Is it not gonna work because I don't have solid fertilizer in it? This doesn't make sense at all, does it? Give me a second. It can't be because it doesn't have solid fertilizer in it. It's impossible. Okay, so let's quickly run back to the shop. So while we go back, I want to show you where I found the other collectible and then we can collect it as well. My brain is going to figure out why this tool doesn't want to work. It's down here. It's actually, when I was looking at buying the grain mill, I was walking around it to see kind of what's going on. And then I came across, oh, I collected it. I do apologize. There was a little thing here about the grain elevator mill, I think. Kind of a poster thing. So, looks like I collected it. I thought I left it. Probably thought I was going to forget about it, but anyway. So we got that collectible, and I found a couple of those sugar beets at houses, but I left them. So we're gonna have to go around and kind of collect them. I have made mental notes of where they are. We don't have any of the solid fertilizer here, so I'm just gonna quickly go just gonna. Is one bag gonna be enough? Let's say yes. Now I'm gonna do this like this. That close enough? Yes. Or no, don't be like that. We're probably gonna have to buy another one. We'll just drop off whatever we don't use and we'll use it for our own fields. So that is just fine. It's not like we're wasting money. I mean, we're just investing in our future fields. So it saves us in the end when we have to buy everything. Let's run over. Try this again. I can't see that this shouldn't work or have an issue. It's supposed to work. But this implement can't be planting like this. That doesn't make sense at all. It has to unfold. Maybe I'll have to disconnect and reconnect it. We'll figure this out. I've kind of started trying to remember the field numbers and where they are more or less. Still kind of have to cheat by looking at the map sometimes. The numbers are, I don't know, in places it's weirdly allocated, but anyway. I want to see if we go a bit deeper into the field. This guy won't be like deciding to do this himself. I feel like something is wrong. Why would you want me to create a job like that? We're just supposed to go higher. Q. Let's get away from it. Attach again. Am I supposed to disconnect it here and connect it somewhere else? Maybe that's like, let's drag it around, and that side is the let's plant. Tum tum tum. See, slowly we learn everything that we need to know. There we go. Okay, so luckily this tractor does have a weight. So let's go higher. Everything is starting to make sense now. Okay, are you gonna be fine doing this on your own? Do you need our assistance at all? At least I will definitely be able to see where this guy has been and where he hasn't, so just want to see that go up to at least 1%. I will feel better. This thing is gonna run out of seeds. 1%, perfect. So back in. All our neighbors are planting all kinds of weird stuff. I mean, if we look at this map, like, whatever is that? Crops, light blue. Oh, also green beans. So they seem to be going for the green beans. Got a couple of spinach. What's that weird? I think that's something like... What is that? Parsnip. Oh, we won't be doing that. That's a vegetable. And what else do we have? Oh, there's a couple of sorghum ones. That would be nice to harvest. That's potatoes. They seem to do a lot of potatoes this year. And I don't think we'll be harvesting that. There's a couple of nice sunflowers. Orange. What's orange? Carrots. Ugh. Please quit with the carrots. I'm scarred because of that carrot harvest anyway. But yeah. I think it would have been fine if the trailer didn't get stuck the entire time. But anyway, we did that. What's that sugar beet? So we kind of bought the only wheat field. So maybe next year everybody's going to plant wheat because they're going to think we want their fields. We'll see if that plan works. Anyway. Okay, so let's stop messing about and start getting to work. Okay, so 45. we need to do some weeding. I haven't driven this tractor yet. So I just want to play the speed up game a bit and just see where this is going. If there's going to be more of the same stuff. Because honestly, I don't want to buy that equipment and then end up using it on a field that's 3 times the size, or well, 10 times the size. Okay, now don't be rude. Give us more contracts. Nice. Okay, bale wrapping. That's nice. That's going to be fun. Mowing. Love it. Hoeing. It's a bit all over the place. I just don't want to go too far into the day. Okay, so I think I should slow it down at about 3 o'clock. And then if there is anything, it's getting cloudy, but at least not raining. Of course, I don't want to mow in the rain. Okay, so bale wrapping we're definitely going to take. Hoeing we're going to do. Mowing we're going to do. And we'll take that weeding one. I mean, we'll get 4,000 bucks for it, but that's good. I might even do it myself. A small field. Just to save a bit on work, wages. So I think let's do bale wrapping because I'm feeling chatty and maybe we can chat a bit while we do that one. And we'll start the mowing one. Oh yeah, and they gave us what's this? Is it I'm gonna lie now. Anyway, borrow items. That's gonna be fun. Oh, the crown, yeah, crown. I wanted to say class for some reason. Anyway, so let's get this guy over to field 11, if I'm right. Yeah, that big grass field. So the other thing that we're gonna be doing is, I think I said this in the previous episode or somewhere, that I want to kind of get goats. And we're gonna need a grass field for the goat, well, I'm guessing they'll take hay. And we're gonna need a bit of equipment for that, but I should be able to buy the property in the same way that I bought this field that has wheat on it. So we'll use the bank to kind of float us the money for the field at least, and it's already planted with grass, and we can just kind of fertilize it and get the equipment to mow it. And well, we're gonna have the MacDon, so we can just get the mowing header for it, and we can just get like a header and a windrower. And well, I don't know yet if I want to use a baler and kind of get bales that we can stack and feed them with the bales. I'm thinking we might do that. So yeah, we're just gonna need a little bit of money for the equipment in the end, but the field's gonna be it's gonna be on the bank. They're gonna pay for it. We're not gonna pay for it. We're gonna pay in the end, but just kind of getting it will be fine. And let's see where this starts. I don't want to start the mower here. Just gonna go to kind of the bigger part of this. I just want to walk around these houses because if I remember correctly, there was one of those sugar beet things here. Okay, who's here? I think this is Megan. I remember that blonde hair. So that guy is going. Just gonna quickly have a run around this house because I know there are some of the actual collectibles that we haven't collected yet. Now I have seen in other YouTube videos kind of what they look like. I might be able to spot them a bit easier. But for now, yeah, we'll just have a look around and see. Let's see. I think one of these houses had one of those sugar beet things. I've even started looking in trees. I'm getting desperate. Pretty sure I saw one somewhere over here. Might be on the other side. Do we want to run over? Let's run over. At that barn over there in the distance, we might be able to kind of hop there. I think it's that one. Oh, or it might be further down. There is definitely one of those sugar beet things standing next to the red barn. Can't remember which one it was, but it doesn't look like it was that. I don't know. We'll see. Let's quickly wanna have a look if we missed one of those sugar beet things. And then there was something in one of these things as well on the other maps. Did we run around the whole house? Yes, no, maybe. Are we gonna make it a yes now? Okay, so I'm gonna hop into the map. I know we have to get the other stuff going as well for the workers. It was was it there? I don't think it was there. I think it's there between these two. So maybe if we visit, it was this house. Kind of saw it driving by. Or when the worker was on the field, or this is the one that it's hidden at the house. So I make mental notes of these things and then I kind of forget. You have got to be kidding me. I remember this wrong. See, because I specifically found the house where it's hidden in the corner. Aha, here it is. So there we go. Boom. Another one of the sugar beets down. And I was thinking maybe with some of the production sites, the collectibles are going to be hidden in the production site. So we're going to have to buy it before we can collect it, kind of. So we got that one. Where was the other one that I saw? Might have been that barn. So let's see if we just visit. Wait. I think it was here somewhere. No, it was behind a red barn in a corner and I saw it when I was driving past. Nope, wasn't this one. And then there's some kind of flower thing that I put against the wall. We didn't see that either, but I might have thought it's part of the house and I can't take it. Smile, we're on camera. Okay, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing this. Just quickly want to have a run around this house and just make sure. Nope. Okay, so it wasn't here either. Anyway, so let's hop over to the shop. That mower is going like a Boeing. Okay. So, do you reckon you're done with your job? No, you're not. Wait. He's out of seeds. Okay. We'll fix that. Anyway. Okay, so we can't do this contract before we don't get some seeds over to the guy planting. I hope you guys enjoy the contract stuff. At least we're doing something. I just don't want to kind of exclude you from all of this. What should we do? I think we need the international. There might, yeah, I think there's seeds in our shed. It's a shed. So I'm gonna use the international to get over there. Field number 40 is where this is going. It's way at the end. Let's see if I remember this correctly. Yeah, 40 is over there. I just want to get this over there, so as soon as we got that guy filled up with seeds, he can go on. And then we can quickly finish the bale wrapping. We've looked at these houses many times. And we didn't see anything. Except for that one sugar beet that we found planted in the garden. Yeah, we're at some point gonna have to go through all these houses again, looking for the stuff that we overlooked, because I didn't know what we were looking for. Don't think that's what I'm looking for. Bale wrapping, we're passing it. Let's just head in here. Let's get that opened. Okay, then let's fix our problem. Shed door is open. I'm not gonna use the trailer, don't worry. We're just gonna put it on the back of this. Love a trailer though. Yeah, so we have a little bit of these. I'm gonna take both pallets just in case. I'm putting it on the... Ach, it doesn't really matter. I'll swing international around when we get to the field. Okay, it's not far from here. No, it's not. Might be able to sneak through Grandpa's house or his yard. I didn't check the solid fertilizer level, but I think it was better off than the seeds were. Just want to turn this around so that we're a bit closer. Okay. Not working. I think we're gonna have to get even closer than that. Please don't tell me one has to detach this. Are you gonna open up? I don't know. Here we go. Okay, so we have a little bit left. I'm gonna say higher and opt out and move the international. Well done, good job. Keep going. Gonna move this over to this house. Leave it in the yard. Oh, that's probably gonna be in the way, right? Let's leave it there. Let's get bale wrapping. Quite enjoy the bale wrapping. I just want to get the bales to unload. Automatically in anyway. I've had a couple of fun situations where normally what I do is I move to the next bale, you know, and then it happened a couple of times where the bale that's in the bale wrapper kind of shoots away, and I don't know if it kind of messes with the game or whatever, but then I just see the bale is like over there next to the house or something like that, or in the next field. But yeah, it kind of, hopefully it happens at some point, because it's quite fun to see. How am I supposed to load them? Is it supposed to go like that? Probably have to line this up better. Oh boy. I wanted to have this happen on purpose. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit greedy with money and wanting to grow the farm, kind of just have more things going, you know, and that's why I'm taking chances, but it will all work out in the end. Luckily we can always make a plan, even if we have to like lease equipment or whatever. But I think especially now when we start to get our own fields harvested and working on them, and kind of getting some of the bigger productions going, I think it's going to be quite interesting to keep everything afloat and running around and making sure everything is producing like it should. So at some point it does feel like it's difficult keeping up with everything, but I mean, if we feel like that at some point, then we can always handle it and see if there's anything that we can kind of adjust to help us just to get all the work done that we want to get done. I'm also looking forward to actually start building our own house, and I really want a dog, but I want the dog to be at the new house, so maybe we're gonna have to bankroll our house property as well, but we first need to get the cement production going properly. And anyway, just quickly want to hop in here while we have a second, and general settings, and we want to change this over to dollar. Did I have to click save? No. I've been wanting to change that for a while. If we ever buy a baler, we'll definitely, bale wrapper, we'll definitely get one like this. But we might even Steven, we might even get a baler that can wrap as well. But we'll see. Anything is possible. I don't know if we'll necessarily want to wrap. I think we'll use mostly hay bales for now. But we're gonna have to buy field 11 when we want to start our goats. Not too close. There you go. Oh, we missed that one. Can't leave him all alone. The green sheep of the family. Okay, but we'll take you over to your friends at the back. And that field 11 is really close to the farm. So that's one of the reasons that I want it, because our goat pen is going to be at our current farm. And we'll probably have the cows or the buffaloes at our new property that we are currently planning on buying. The wrong buttons. That's one thing about using the keyboard. Sometimes I get a bit lost with the fingers and I press all the wrong buttons, but anyway, it happens. Now once we get the buffaloes, we can start looking at the dairy production. Oh, we actually have to start looking at the dairy production when we have goats as well. We'll just build our own. I think there are different options for a dairy, but let's just take it one step at a time. We have some big expenses that we have to incur now. I don't know if the bank recognizes when you buy productions, because even though it seems like an asset to me, it depreciates for some reason. Because I mean, look at the sawmill. I mean, it's worth less than half of what we paid for it. So I think it might only be looking at like property. Okay, bale wrapping. Did we miss one? Yes, at the back. Thought the percentage was a bit too low still. Okay, so let's take you over to your lost friend at the back. Don't drive over that one. It's always so sad when I look at the timer on the on the recording and I think like, shame, this video is getting way too long. But I kind of don't want to stop recording. But if you guys prefer longer videos, shorter videos or anything, please let me know. I know everybody is kind of, or prefers different things, but I don't mind long videos. I end up watching recorded. Let me just quickly focus. We'll do that mowing one. Okay, so don't have to keep this one. We can let the bale wrapping go. The mowing one is still going. Sowing. Sowing has lost interest, so let's quickly hop over. Did he run out again? No, he's going. Oh, I saw our international parked. I thought like this guy gave up on life. But he's almost out of seeds anyway, so we won't go far. Let's just... Okay, I know. Sorry. Just want to get the international. First start the engine. Of course, we didn't leave it running. Don't want to drive over the crop, I'll rather drive next to it. Pretty sure he's gonna run out. There wasn't much left. We're gonna need more seeds, so we'll quickly hop back to the shop. Just load up some seeds. And we might get a little bit more in anyway because I took these off our kind of storage. Next month we get to harvest barley, just saying. And then we get to buy chickens. Ah, this is so exciting. A lot of things are happening. Okay, so that happened. Let me just quickly wiggle this around again. Get the seeds in there. I think I went something like this and then I kind of reversed in. Okay, well, about like that. Hop in, refill. Refill. Okay. Ignore me. You know what? Let's keep this unstrapped. And we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Drop it there. Should have taken the international out of the way, but anyway. Refill. Why is this happening? This. Exit. Then we'll take the pallet and run it over to the back. Like that. That gonna work? It filled up previously. And it's not supposed to be rocket science, people. Oh, I have to start the engine probably, right? Yes, no, maybe, no. Okay. Oh, the engine is not actually supposed to be running to get this done. Come on, I want to hear you open. Okay, open cover in. Refill. Okay, close cover in. What we're gonna do is we're gonna... Nope. Can't do that. Okay, so we're gonna exit again. Okay. So, how did we get this done the previous time? Put it like that. Small joys of kind of trying to figure stuff out. If you don't take it now, then I really don't know. Okay. It can't be that we have to detach, because then we won't be able to fill it in anyway. So once we have this figured out, we'll know. I'm gonna drive over the crop now because How else? Unless I'm doing something really ridiculous that it doesn't want to work. Maybe the pallet is broken. We had that with that one rice pallet, or with the rice saplings, that it just completely ignored me. Okay, let's just... Where does the seeds go? That is where the... Where does the seeds go? Does it go in these things at the back? What's that? Does it actually go in there? Let's open this up. Let's figure out this implement. Exit. You see, so that's where the solid fertilizer goes. I don't know where the seeds go. In these small things? Can it be? Or does it take it from somewhere else? It comes from there. Okay, so it drops down there. So that's kind of for feeding the solid fertilizer. So maybe it goes into these little things. But we tried this, it didn't work. Let's try once more. That doesn't work, then we have a bit of an interesting situation. Maybe if we... What happens if we should decide to lower the seeder? Then try to refill. Also nothing. Okay, so, well, I guess I'm gonna have to figure this out all by my lonesome self, because this is gonna take a minute. Which side did we attach to? This side, right? Okay, so now we're gonna do this. Luckily this is not our field. I would have been a little bit disappointed if it was. So, okay, so was there something specific that I had to do before I decided to do this? Yes. What we're gonna have to do is we're probably gonna have to say fold or something. So let's just attach it again. Try one more time to refill, doesn't work. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to fold this guy. Let's say N. Unload seeder. Oh boy. What? Fold seeder. X. Yes. Now can we refill? No, so we drop it off. Return. We attach it from this side. Luckily, if we have to plant green beans again, we're gonna know what to do. Okay, so it's definitely that pallet that's the problem. But can't see what else would be the problem. Oh. Oops. Or it wasn't strapped down. And this was on the ground the previous time, so if I drop this off here, you're supposed to take it. Oh, there it goes. And this is fascinating. Oh, well, we kind of got it fixed. But I doubt that this is supposed to be this difficult. It loaded up the previous time. I'm gonna move that pallet out of the way just now. I don't want to drive over it, even though there's only like one bag left. Okay, let's get this attached again, and then we'll say higher. And then it should do all the other stuff automatically. What? But wait. Can we just strap that down? Will we need one more? Yes, we will. Okay, so we'll quickly hop over to the shop. Let's go get another. Well, I guess we can buy. I'm just gonna buy 3. They're really cheap in any way. And then we can get that going. So that was interesting. I don't know if there's someone else that had a similar problem or that wasn't supposed to happen. It was interesting though. So if anybody else had the same problem, or if you know what I'm doing wrong to get that implement refilled, please let me know. But I can't believe it's supposed to be that difficult. I don't think I want that seeder though. We're not getting one. Sometimes I use equipment and I think like, yes, we're getting this. And then sometimes I use other equipment and I'm like, no, definitely not. So I don't know how much is in that one. I think we used some of it. So seeds. I like these ones, just looks cool. So we'll get, did I say 3? Did I say 4? I don't know. Anyway, let's just spend money. Love it. I want to see how much is in this. Oh, there's still a little bit in here. I'm gonna just load this as well. Can we just, there we go. I get a little bit, so it doesn't want to move over. This is going to take forever unstrapping all those straps. It's thinking like that. No, we're just going to unstrap it ourselves. No, not going to happen. Just get this on here. So hopefully we can kind of use these two first. I don't know. And then we'll keep the full pallets for the farm. There we go. By the time we get this loaded, we are gonna be out of green beans again in that planter. So we better hurry over, help our worker. He still has to do the headlands, so still gonna use a little bit. Remember to strap down. I've forgotten this a couple of times and then I have to reload the whole truck. Yeah, that's part of it. Is it happen? Fuel. My dear friends, this just happened. Okay, remind me again how to do this. I think you can get a little bit of fuel somehow and then kind of refuel first. I think we can ask someone to come and help us. So and I was looking at that fuel level thinking like, we should probably do something about this. There is a way. Do you have to reset it? Long travel map, low side panels. And the worst thing is, the fuel station is right behind this house. Look, we can no, can we? No, we can't reset it. We'll have to get a tractor over and kind of get this field up. With like a fuel trailer or something. I'm pretty sure one is supposed to be able to get like a little bit of help me fuel, you know what I mean? The only options we have is enter the vehicle, reset, sell, set destination, and create a job. So this is nice. A little bit of a whoops. I have to remember not to have this happen again. Okay, so I'll tell you what, this is where this episode is gonna end. So, hopefully by the next episode I've got this figured out. I definitely will, because I somehow have to get the seeds over to that that field. Anyway, the joys of farming. If this ever happens to me in real life, I'm gonna be really disappointed, especially with a diesel vehicle, but I think it's easier these days than old days. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you had fun even though we ran out of fuel. And I'll see you in the next one, definitely. But if you like the video, please remember to click like and subscribe if you want to see more silly things like this. And yeah, you can hit the notification bell so you get notifications whenever I upload videos. And as always, you're welcome to comment. Tell me about stuff that we can do, or any ideas that you might have, or things we should try. So yeah, and then I really have to start live streaming so that people can remind me our fuel level is low anyway. So thanks again, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.